So let's continue our discussion on DPIA, and in this video we are going to talk about IoT based manufacturing system where a lot of data is collected through IoT devices and how DPIA helped there to streamline processes as well as ensure privacy and compliance along with employee satisfaction. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy, and as I said, we are going to talk about how DPIA helped regularize functions of a IoT based manufacturing company. What is DPIA? DPIA is the Data Protection Impact Assessment, step-by-step process, systematic approach to be carried out on all the processes that we use for processing any personal data, just to ensure that there is no point of breach of personal data. The processes are well defined, data is kept secure. Processes include collection, storage, usage, sharing and destroying personal data as per the Indian DPIA Act 2023. The processes, the DPIA should be conducted every 3 to 6 months for sensitive data, 6 months to 1 year for any regular data, and I have a whole playlist on DPIA which I will tag over here in this video. You can go through that and increase your knowledge on DPIA. Let's talk about how a manufacturing company who is using an IoT system is deployed or conducted DPIA in their organization to improvise the quality of work as well as their compliances, and the risk of breach got reduced. Why are they using IoT? They want to improvise their working processes, especially manufacturing, optimize their production. Of course, improvised processes will definitely give you better production, maybe more accurate results as well as cost savings, and have a predictive maintenance. Right? The maintenance of the manufacturing equipment can be forecasted or as to when it would require a sort of maintenance. So what are the risks involved in IoT based system? IoT based system are Internet of Things, so it's pure IT, cyber security, and you are collecting sensitive data over devices, right? Not directly on your servers, not that someone is coming up and punching data into your database. So you are collecting it through a device onto your eventually your servers, but the endpoint, the start point is IoT device. You are collecting sensitive information where third parties and your employees are involved. The IoT manufacturing devices, which would include surveillance cameras, etc., will monitor employee productivity and behavior also, and all that, as we studied multiple times in GDPR as well. You are monitoring employee behavior, you are monitoring public behavior, and there are a lot of cyber security vulnerabilities. So it's a perfect candidate to conduct a DPIA and to be sure that everything is well taken care of from within the privacy also. So what is the DPIA process? You map your data flows. You need to check how are you capturing your data, how is the data being used, what are the logs, what do the logs show, who is accessing data internally, and how is that data being worked out, and how is it getting you more productivity, how are you capturing the employee's behavior and the supplier details under these IoT devices. You need to understand the concerns of employees when it comes to their surveillance. You need to understand the overall functioning of IoT device because it is talking to the open public network outside of your organization, and you need to engage critical teams. HR is going to help you find out how the employees are expecting or what the employees are expecting out of your surveillance, and operations would help guide you what are the operations happening in the organization. IT team also has a very important role because these are IoT devices, and IoT devices will need a lot of IT functions to be carried out. So what are the recommendations post carrying out a DPIA? You encrypt the data at the time of collection on the device itself, so that if there is a hacking on the device, then you can control the fact that the breach does not happen. Even if the hacker is able to carry out some data out of your system, he is not able to decode it and read it. You define the usage limits. It should not be that everything and anything and too much of data is being collected. Minimize what is being collected. Collect only that is extremely required. Engage with your IT team. What is the role of IT team on a device that you're talking to internet? It is protected by firewalls. It has its own codes and firmwares that are getting regularly updated so that you are not working dangerously with old codes. You deploy latest security patches. We've already seen airlines case study where the patches were not updated on the firewall and someone was able to hack through the old code of the firewall. So you need to be very, very careful on these. You need to monitor the employee surveillance. So you need to talk to your HR, understand what is the employee expecting, what are the surveillance parameters that they are expecting, at what level would employee not be happy with the surveillance on them, and as a data protection officer you should document employees' consent on monitoring, right? So your employee should know that he is being monitored, and he should be confident that that monitoring and that reporting of that monitoring is not going to be misused against him, but is going to be used for increasing his productivity, so that he can freely give you the consent for monitoring. And that is what DPIA helped here: the employee satisfaction, the device protection, and overall improvement in the real production which the manufacturer in any case wanted. Define privacy matrices and a review mechanism and a review frequency depending on the volumes of data you are handling. It could be a quarterly kind of a thing, and keep seeing whether your parameters are improving or not, matrices are improving or not. Outcomes of this exercise of DPA: secure data collection, getting encrypted at collection, reduced risk of threats because you are upgrading your codes and your firmwares and security patches regularly. So cyber security vulnerabilities are taken care of because you are upgrading your technology regularly. You are documenting employee surveillance limits. You are increasing the employee's satisfaction. You are giving him the confidence that the surveillance is not meant for disturbing him, penalizing him. It is meant for increasing his productivity. The DPIA or the DPO who conducted the DPIA is giving him that confidence, and in a way you are taking his consent as well, so that he does not have any disgruntlement inside and is not scared that he is being monitored by the organization. The risk exposure is reduced, and you get a huge satisfaction from the employee and a lot of trust from your vendors, while increasing your productivity through using IoT devices. Adding DPI over it, you have improved your compliance, your employee satisfaction, your vendors' trust, and by through the DPIA, when you are upgrading your codes regularly, security patches regularly, then you are reducing the risk to your organization and to your environment. What are the needs and benefits of DPIA? Very, very clear implementation of standards. You are identifying and therefore mitigating cybersecurity risks and vulnerabilities. You are doing very, very ethical collection, secure and encrypted, very, very ethical monitoring of the behavior of the employees and the vendors around your manufacturing areas. You are handling data in a very, very compliant manner, so when the regulators come in, then you are prepared to answer to them as well, and you are building up your employee and supplier trust. As usual, repeat DPIAs to stay safe, to improvise your productivity, to improvise your trust, to continue to improve your compliance rates and brand reputation. So that's a short case study about handling IoT devices by a manufacturing company. I hope you like the content of my video. Please press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.